cute. Look how teeny tiny. Clearly, I know where I fit in that category. Dreading having to do the on, off, but c'est la vie. Ladies, have I got a deal for you. You are looking at a really cheap face. That's right. Nothing over $10 was used to create this look, all inspired by my dear friend Leanne Says, who did a recent tag video, and I think she tagged half of us in the YouTube community, to take this challenge, do a full face of makeup, and not spend more than $10 on each product. I decided to take it a step further. Some of my products are under $5. That would make it 2 for the price of 1, because I'm looking out for your pocketbook. I went to my neighborhood Walgreens and I fished around for a variety of products. I was not product loyal. I was just looking at what I felt would be the most effective products for the price point. So you're going to see quite a diversity here. So if you're interested in this look and you want to create a full face on the cheap and still feel glamorous, stay with me. I'm going to hit the rewind button and here we go. Okay, here we are. I'm going to start with the very first product. This one is by Maybelline. It is Master Prime. It is, I think, number 100 for a primer. And to save time, because I could, go through all of this and name every color and whatnot, and then this video is 100 minutes long, I will list everything for you in the description portion of this video, and I will tell you the colors and the price. So you will be completely informed. But this is a pore minimizing primer, and it will be my start. This is so exciting, finding all of these products for under $10. And I was really hunting also, not just to get $10, but to get way below $10, because I'm all about saving a buck. And if I can do that, even in my local drugstore, by golly, I'm going there. Anyway, my foundation is by Jordana, Complete Coverage, Maximum Coverage, and then I found this brush by Wet n Wild. These brushes were ridiculously inexpensive, I think $2, $3. So I'm going to use this brush by Wet n Wild to apply the foundation, and just to show you that you can find brushes as well in that price point. So I tried this foundation in the store, and it was a maximum coverage foundation. So here we go. All right. There's the foundation. And I think what I'm going to do is, in lieu of an eye primer, I have a concealer, which I will use later, but I'm going to apply this concealer to my eyelids as an eyelid primer. Okay, this is by Maybelline New York, and it is a concealer, number 25, which is a medium tone. So I'm going to pat this on my eyelid and just get this as a light coat to get rid of the redness on my lids. And just use my middle finger and tap it in. Put a little bit right here where I want to highlight. A little bit right there. Again, you can put concealer wherever you want to highlight. I prefer along the T-zone area. All right. The next thing I'm going to do would be the brow. And I found by Rimmel, Brow This Way. Kind of like Born This Way from Lady Gaga, but we're going to brow this way. And it's a dual kit, kind of a gel and a powder with 2 little brushes in there. So away we go. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to take it and whisk. Sort of form a baseline. And then from there go up in little brow strokes. I always like to give my brows just a little bit of pop when I'm doing a full face of makeup. I find without it, it looks incomplete, even though au naturel, they're fine as they are. All right, so that was the gel part, and now I'm going to feather in the powder. with the other side of this brush. And again, just mimic hair strokes going up. Okay, and now the precious little brush to just feather it all. Brushing more on the inner corner just to lighten up the application. Brows naturally are lighter toward the inside and darker toward the arch. So by brushing, kind of blends in the product a little bit and lightens it on the inside. All right, thank you, Rimmel. Next up on my list would be eyeshadow. Found this Wet n Wild kit. Look at how many colors. You knew it. I couldn't just do 3 colors in one kit. No, I had to go for like 15 because this gal wants options. Anyway, my lady at the drugstore said that this was a nice kit, offered a variety of colors, so how could I resist? Anywho, let me take my flat brush and I'm going to pick a light color. A lot of these have golds and sparkles, and since I'm going to do my makeup for daytime and I'm going to go to work with my $10 face, I'm going to choose more matte shades in this group. So I'm going to start with the one on the outside here as my light color, and I will sweep that on the lid, on the inner corner, and up in the brow. So I'm basically using this almost like a setting powder over the concealer on my eye. Okay, next up, I think I'm going to go for this taupey color right here in the middle and use that on my lid. I'm using just a flat brush. I know, don't blow on your brushes. Next up will be more of a crease shade, and I will, let's see, there's my brush that I want to use. So I'm going to try this brown right here, the third in line. And go on the outer. You know, sometimes you worry when you buy products that are inexpensive that the pigment won't hold up, or it's going to take, you know, 5 applications of the same color just to get it to look deep enough. But, you know, I'm finding that they're making these products better and better, and the pigment in this is really good. Great, great, great. Okay, outer corner, I'm gonna do a little bit of the dark brown, second to last. For my line of work, they work so well. They give just enough depth without being too in your face. They're natural enough. And yet when you stick with the mattes, they're very professional. And then of course you can always do something like this and add just a little pop of shimmer to your lid to transition into more of an evening look. It's amazing what that little bit of sparkle right there on your eyelid can do to glam it up a bit. Put a little bit more of that taupey color that I did on my lid. I'm just going to go right out here now and start blending it out. Okay, go back to my lighter color. Press that here, the inner corner. I'm getting there. Okay, and I may need to assess at this point. I feel like I want to go a hair deeper in the crease. I can, and start building after I've done a little blending. Okay, I'm feeling good. Next up, the Waterline L'Oreal Voluminous in brown. I'm going to do the upper and lower waterline. I sort of look up, tip my head up, and then just go right in there. Okay, and what I'm going to do, take the brush that had kind of this taupey color, and I'm going to take that and now kind of smoke out my bottom. I'm liking these colors. Okay, the next product that I found is by Circa, and it is a liquid liner. And it's in black, very, very thin. And I'm just going to hug my top lash line with this. That's going on very easily. That's good. As I say to my husband, look how much money I'm saving you. I only went to the store and spent like $86, but look how much I'm saving you. Okay, so there we go. That's coming into place. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And as soon as it does, I'm going to, there's a tiny bit of black here in the eyeshadow kit, and I'm going to use that to just smudge along what I did and just a teensy bit along the outer corner. Also, I'm going to get to this in a second, but I found this Wet n Wild contouring palette, and it's got a great contour and highlighter. I'm going to take this highlight color with a flat brush, and I'm now going to run it right underneath my eyebrow. Very good. Contouring will come very soon. Okay, now I mentioned that black. I've got a nice little flat brush, and I'm going to take this black eyeshadow and now run it and smudge it along that line that I created. All right, moving along. Okay, so I'm back to this Maybelline, and I'm going to wave my magic wand and get rid of circles and shadow and you name it, whatever else may have fallen down there. And patting it in. Not bad, it has really good coverage actually. Great. It went on like a liquid, but it's drying pretty matte. That's nice. I'm liking this. Okay, I'm just going to feather in my eyeshadow now with a light shade and just blend. All right, next up would be powder. Okay, went back to this Jordana line, pressed powder, and it looks like so. Let's see if I can open it. Might help if I tried at the right end, right? Duh. There we go. Again, color will be listed. I'm going to use a big fat brush and get some powder going. And knock out some of this shine. But this has a great matte finish. Really nice. This is going to be a good powder for me for work, to cut the shine. There's nothing worse than shine on TV. It's all you see. It's like looking at a frying pan. You just can't get past it. So I'm going to enjoy using this for touching up. Moving on, it's time for some mascara, bring these lashes to life, and I'm using Maybelline's Lash Sensational in black with the curvy wand to match the curvy lashes. It's a nice mascara, separates the lashes really well, not too thick or clumpy. I prefer a longer look than a super thick look because I always apply a little strip falsie anyway, primarily to the outer corners, and that creates more the illusion of fullness. Okay, so here we are. Mascara is applied, eyes are done. Now it's time to put on the falsies, and my favorites still, the Ardell Accent, the little outer corners, number 315 in black. And I will apply that with my my Andrea Strip Lash glue in clear. Okay, a little bit of glue. I like to let it dry just a smidge so it becomes a little more tacky. And then I'm going to pop these babies on. Okay, again, look down, outer corner. Just press into your lash line. Perfect. And they give just that nice little winged accent, especially if you create a little bit of a wing in the shadow, just a tiny bit. This is just a wonderful complement to that look. Not overdoing it. You know, like I said, these aren't, you know, some big crazy lashes. They're very subtle, but I'll tell you what, sometimes subtle is all you need. Good, they're in. They hide well. And if need be, what you can do, if you see a little bit of glue or a tiny bit of that strip, you can always go back over with your liquid liner and just cover that area. But in this case, I find with the accents, that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so eye look is completed for under $10. Moving on now to contouring and highlighting. The kit that I'm going to use again is the Wet n Wild, the contour palette. And I've got a brush by Wet n Wild that will work very well as a contouring brush. So I'm going to use that. This thing was dirt cheap. So get a little powder in there. I've never used this before. I have no idea what color it's going to be. So I'm going to go kind of with a light hand and see what I get. That's just right. I am finding that a lot of the powder is coming off, so that's a little bit of a difference between a lesser priced one and more expensive, is that you lose a lot of the product. But in this case, I'm just going to take my brush and clean up the extra powder that seems to be slipping off. Bring it up into my hairline. So this is the case of a product where you have to apply quite a few layers to get it to the depth that you want it. But that's all right. I'm still, you know, I'm still getting the contouring effect that I need. And I am all right with that. This is also going to help me now blend my foundation down and have it match my chest color. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I will do blush and then I will highlight. So my blush color is a really pretty tone by Milani, Romantic Rose. And it is a lovely little rose, just a nice mauve type color. There you go. Maybe you can see it better that way. Hard to tell with the light so bright. You'll probably see it better on my cheeks, won't you? So I'm going to use a little blush brush here. Again, I've never used this product before, so I really don't know how it's going to turn out. But I'm going to go right here on the apple. And it is really, ooh, I like it. It's a really pretty rose. Very subtle. Nice, that's a hit. Okay, highlighter. I have a brush. I'm just going to go right under my eye here, just to get the separation there, the cheekbone and the blush. Right down the center of my nose. Right here on the laugh lines. Because aren't they funny? On my chin. Okay, last but not least, the lippies. I'm really excited about this color that I found. Okay, first and foremost, I have a lip liner by somebody. It's so tiny. It's so tiny I can't read it. Hold on. Oh, it's Maybelline. Okay, I promise I'll write all the numbers and the colors down, but it's a Maybelline lip liner in sort of a nude pinkish color. And this is a great lip pencil if you stick with nude shades. It gives enough definition, but it doesn't create that really stark line, that kind of clownish look. Nice, that's a good color lip liner. 2 thumbs up. Okay, the lipstick I'm going for, I've been trying to find my L'Oreal 115 Letitia Champagne, some kind of dupe for it. And this is by Wet n Wild. And goodness gracious. Okay, this one is number 530D. It's called Deep Pink Frost. Dark Pink Frost. Even with the readers, I can't read. Dark Pink Frost. And it looks awfully close to it. And even if I get just a little close to it, I'll be so happy. Pretty color. Very light, frosty pink. So here we go. Moisturizing. Feels like it's going to stick around for a while. This is a hit. Okay, so there we go. We have a fully made up face for under $10 a product. And like I said, in some cases, under $5. What do you think? How'd we do? Do you like? I think I'm really happy with this. Good colors, nice, it looks clean, it looks professional, it looks a lot more expensive than it really was. Let me let down the hair and we can see the whole effect in memento. All right, here you go, the completed look. What do you think? How did I do? Please leave your comments and your suggestions down below. And by the way, don't forget to comment if you have a favorite product that you found that's under $10 that really does the job without having to spend a lot of money. I think it would be great. We can all learn from each other, and I think it's so nice to be able to look good without breaking the bank. It can be done, and it's important to figure out how it should be done. So let me know what you'd like to see in the coming weeks. I always listen to your suggestions and I truly appreciate what you have to offer. I encourage you to go out, to be bold and be blessed this week without spending a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye.